Hello and welcome. This is Eagle Eye 621, and what you see behind me is a fast and efficient way to find Enderman and get Ender Pearls in the Overworld. Now, efficient Enderman farms can only really be made in the end, but in order to get to the end, you need to find a Stronghold, and to find a Stronghold, you need Eyes of Ender, and for Eyes of Ender, you need Ender Pearls, which means you need to find Enderman in the Overworld before you can ever get there. Now, I will explain how all this works, and then I will actually demonstrate it as well. It's important to note here first where you want to build this, and the terrain you're looking for is relatively flat with no trees so that you can see out a distance. Ideally, you'd like to be able to see out 64 blocks in every direction from this platform up here. Now, this does not have to be built out of glass, but I'm doing this just to show you how it looks. This part at the bottom here is also a little bit of a bonus. It's a safe area that you can set your spawn point in case anything goes wrong. You should not be in any danger if you do this correctly, but obviously things happen and you need it to be dark all around for mobs to spawn, so you want to have some extra armor as well as your spawn point. Now, the way this farm works is by building this lookout platform here, and this platform is about 20 blocks off the ground, and from up here you're going to look around to see if you can spot some Endermen, which we can, and once you have patrolled the area and there are no more Endermen to see, you jump into this water elevator tube, and it goes up at least 128 blocks from the ground. It's not from this platform, it's from the ground down there. And the reason that you're doing this is because mobs despawn when they get 128 blocks away from the player. So you're doing this to reset the mobs that you see, and then falling back down onto a water platform, and you have reset the mobs. Now, Endermen do not spawn frequently, and if you're playing by yourself in a single-player world or you're the only one on the server, the hostile mob cap is 70. So when you're normally walking through the world looking for Endermen, there are also a lot of caves underground where things can spawn. There are things that are blocking your way. So things are working against you trying to spot this mob, which is already pretty rare. Now, when you spot an Enderman, you can look at it at its head, and if you're within 64 blocks, it will aggro and actually teleport up to this platform. And because Endermen are 3 blocks high, as long as you're standing in a little safety area, they can't reach you. And then you put some extra blocks out here so that when you attack them, they don't fall off the edge when you die, so you can get the pearls. Now, this is built, again, just with a little safety thing down at the bottom. Now, you do want to make sure that you have a looting 3 sword for this. And sharpness just makes it go faster, but looting 3, so it's important because it allows you to get the most amount of ender pearls. So, let's demonstrate this in survival. And of course, we'll put on some armor, and I'm gonna not use a shield because it blocks the screen, but it's a good thing for you to have on if you want. Now, the first thing you do is you look around at your lookout platform. Now, you are high enough that the skeletons shouldn't bother you up here, but you do have that safety area down below in case you accidentally fall off. And looking around, I don't see any, so we're going to quickly reset all the hostile mobs by jumping in this tube, going up 128 blocks away from all of the other hostile creatures, and then quickly plummeting back down into a safety pool. And then we patrol again, hoping to spot something. Hopefully you're not looking at the screen and yelling at me, saying that I'm blind and I haven't seen one. And very quickly we jump in the tube again. Now, for this demonstration, I have set the time to midnight, and I have stopped the time for moving around. If this is in your normal world, you do have to be cognizant of making sure you're out here when the sun goes down. And there is one. So let's look at him. And he's angry. We're going to jump into one of our little safety squares over here. And he should be teleporting up anytime. Now there is an open block here, but because this is water, if they do teleport into it, they will quickly teleport away. I heard him, and I saw him. And there he is. And I got a little too close to the edge. I should be standing in my block. So he can't hurt me. Swipe. Wait for him to get back to this block so I don't knock him off the edge. And ender pearls. Now I can continue to look around to see if there are any more. Now you can use this type of setup to find any other sort of rare mob that you're looking for, because the principle is the same. You go 128 blocks away from all the mobs, which automatically despawns them, and come back down, eat something on my way, for an additional chance of a more rare mob to spawn. So if you're looking for zombie villagers, for instance, this would be a fairly effective way to continue to cycle through the mob caps until you find what you're looking for. And we make another patrol. And I don't see any. So again, very quickly, we fall down into our little safety area. But that's okay. Hop right back up. And this was where I was trying to go in the first place. And down again. And see even over there, sometimes they are too far away for you to be able to aggro them by looking at them. So we move on to the next one. And of course, because I'm recording, I'm not getting lucky. Let's do this again so I can hopefully show you at least one more time. And now this is by no means fast. Endermen do not spawn very frequently. But relatively speaking, this is about as fast as you can go. Because traveling through the overworld, you have the same likelihood of them spawning, but you have much harder time actually seeing them, as well as all the mobs that are underground that will take up the mob cap as you slowly walk there, not despawning them as frequently. And then sometimes you get rare mobs that have armor, as I said. You also do want to make sure that your game mode is on hard difficulty just so that they spawn faster. And more of them, of course. And up again, and all the way back down. As frustrating as it is to not find any Endermen doing this, just imagine walking through the world, being attacked by all of the skeletons, having the creepers try and blow you up, and zombies try and eat your face. And up again. You can do this relatively fast when your game is cycling. You do have a number of opportunities to do this, but you don't want to linger. You do want to look as quickly as possible in order to reset all the mobs again. and we have one right down there. And his friend, hopefully before he gets up here. And now we got 2. Let's teleport, and they should come right up here. This one even brought us a present. So if you don't have a Silk Touch shovel yet, this is a good way to get dirt block. With some additional ender pearls, and his friend also brought me a dirt block. And in relatively short order, we have 9 ender pearls, which we can use to find our way to the end. If you found this helpful, I would appreciate a like, and for more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for stopping by.